Hello, peeps. It's your girl Ije. Sometimes the things we experience whilst growing can have a serious impact on us at a very older age. And some of the time, people wonder why some persons just refuse to intertwine, either be married or get involved in anything matrimony. And they may never come close to ask very vital questions without knowing that those people actually have gone through a phase in their lives, and that uh, that scenario keeps playing in their heads. The truth is, everybody has a story. Everybody also have a story. It all depends on how fierce your story is when you say it. Something just clicked in my head this evening, and I thought to share. Let me give you a story. Have you ever wondered what you're going to do if you were just on your own, jejely and wayoli, and you return from school and your mom says somebody came to look for you, and behold, it's your neighbor, and you know you do not have any relationship with that your neighbor. Like, yes, your mom and her mom sells the same thing, but you two are never friends for of any sort. And you go to school another day and return back, and your mom says, "Would you be a kwachogi?" And you begin to wonder, why is she looking for me, by the way? And eventually, you make yourself available to see her, and she blocks you on the road and says, "I've come to your shop two times or three, and you're not there, and I dropped a message that I would want to see you." Maybe naivety, but whatever it is, that boldness is something to reckon with. And you're like, "Okay, what's happening? Why are you looking for me?" And she tells you, "Do you know Ugo?" And you say, "Which Ugo?" And she says, "This Ugo." And you say, "Yes." "Who is he to you?" And you're like, "He's my boyfriend." And she says, "But he says he doesn't have any relationship with you." And you're asking, "Is that what he told you?" And she says, "Yes." "Why are you asking?" "Because he is also my boyfriend." Story don't dey sweet be that oh. And you're like, what audacity? "Okay, so why are you looking for me?" And she just wants to establish the fact that indeed you know the guy or not. And eventually, when she realizes you know the guy, she now says that you're not taking the discussion serious. "If you think I am lying, can you come to my house at uh, X time in the evening?" And what's important to you at that point is going to do your normal exercise and going home. And I said, "Where is your house?" And she says, "At Busabuji." And which side of Busabuji? She narrates her house. Then, after exercise in the evening, you decide to say, What infantry? Let me even follow through that place. And you follow through that place, and she really was waiting for your arrival. And she sees you, she's like, oh, I wasn't knowing that you're going to come. I was thinking you're not going to come. And you really are not really going to come. You were just really passing through because the same road also leads to your home. And she stops and makes you talk with her for like, in fact, I'm even choking. And she stops and makes you talk with her for like 15, 20 minutes. Ndị nepa eme ihe ha ji mara onwe ha. 15, 20 minutes. And you make to go, and she says, no, do not go. And you're like, why? She says, I told you he is going to come. For real, who is going to come? Ugo is going to come. Guys, just seated by the corner in a dark place, just to, curiosity kills the cat. And Bloom, your man just arrives in another Chiquito's house to see another girl. You look at these two people and you're dumb. You're not able to say a word. And your man just approaches you and says, in all honesty, come, let's go. You're so dumb that you cannot even say a word to him. For real, go where? And he says, just come, let's go. Everything looks childish, and you just stand up from that place, leaving the two of them and goes your way, really heartbroken. And behold, because of how soft and subtle you seem to be, you're thinking that your man would come to the house. Maybe even if not that night, but the next day to like look at your face and maybe apologize and say sorry. And he didn't come to apologize or say sorry. And you went for exercise the next day. And returning back, you saw your man's friend in the same girl's place. And then shortly after, your man arrives again the next day with his friend and some other friend to come apologize to the girl. When you are thinking you're the PDP, you do not even know that you're neither even the PDP nor the APC, that you're APP. And you're looking at the friends of your man. These are people whom wine and dine with me, who give me wonderful words and pacify me as munyaye and stuffs like that. Suddenly are going to beg a new girl and tender some apology, leaving me, the old bee, chefuo no chiang keji eme. Hi, Jesus, you further live there heartbroken. You go your way. The two lovebirds continued their love, abandoning you. Sarasarao, there is never a heartbreak that is as severe as that experience. Like the love continued between these two until you could see through me. You could see through me. I was thinking I had seen it all. I didn't know that I haven't even seen it all. One day, I will have an opportunity to dish out my stories, various stories. Kunu kogodu. On a good day, you will be shocked at the kind of shock absorber that some people have to be able to withstand some certain scenarios in their lives and still move on and still pretend as if nothing happened and life still goes on as normal. This is just a piece of the iceberg. The relationship went sour at some point that he started seeking the face of God, and he was thinking that I was maybe against him. Little did he know that I had already moved on and never ever remembered that he existed. The two lovebirds had issues on the way and couldn't continue. But he didn't know that she had already taken a better part of him. Jide boy, Baba. Okay, sorry. She had already taken a better part of him. And here I am, coming to start afresh with the same guy who dumped me because he met a new girl and felt the world revolves around his head. And when I was not going to be game, he started seeing me as the person dealing with him. Omarona menwerefe. Adama afozo goggle. Until he went from church to church, a professional footballer started having knee, ankle, waist, this, that, obuna the girl megia 30. He couldn't continue his professional football. And that's how my man crumbled to the dust because of ukunwany. That mine wasn't enough for him. Today, it is what it is. We're still where we are. To your tent, O Israel, but Anna Baba Chosa go mile. You know, Anna Baba Chosa go mile. Some friends who know the truth, the moral to this story is, may I advise some friends who know the truth about a given relationship and knows that that relationship may not be making headway and still are courageous to make the girl think that the relationship is heading somewhere and make the boy, it's two-way, make the boy feel that the relationship is actually heading somewhere, when in the real sense they know that this relationship is not actually going anywhere. Please watch it. The anger may not just be on the person who is involved in that friendship. The anger may go overboard. But I understand what it is. Ụfọdụ na-agba isi onwe ha. You know, the matters of the heart is not something you can toil with. The relationship, the apex of the relationship is when the two people are saying no, no, no. In our way as users or saying no, this side is the best. Take this way or saying no, side that bofia, side that bozo, you know. So a lot of people are trying to imago not put themselves where the two lovebirds will use them as Ifeji Edozi. So they are very careful in choking their mouth in the matters that concerns two lovebirds. It's understandable. But do well if you're not going to be able to be bold enough to tell the girl or the boy that this relationship you're having with this girl, this is what he classifies it as, or this is what she classifies your love with her as. Send someone to go and do the talking. Please. Send someone to go and do the talking. It will help that relationship end quickly so that it's important. Please. There is no need encouraging the girl to keep up when you know that your friend, as the boy, is entirely not game with settling down with the girl. There is no need encouraging the boy as a girlfriend when you know that your girlfriend is not even ready to settle down with the boy. You can detach yourself from the picture and do a small asele. It doesn't hurt. Makando mad. You do things to people and go scot free. The reason is because not everybody is so bad. There are persons or people you do it to, you will not really go scot free. Oba cha 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 ana banando. Play around sometimes, but don't play around all of the time. This is one story that I have for you tonight. Ponder on it and imagine if you were me and in my very before, a girl is asking my boyfriend to choose between myself and herself. In my presence, I say hunger na ase. A girl is putting my man on the spot to say, choose between Ozzy and me, Uju. And my man looks at her and says, what if I choose Ozzy? The relationship I have with Ozzy is for 4 years. What are you going to do? She says, I'll feel bad, but I'll get over it. And he says, that's the same way Ozzy is going to feel bad when I say I choose you. So I'm not going to do that. And that hasn't escaped my head, my memory, till date. When I remember that relationship, and what I remember in that relationship is I want you to choose between myself and Ozzy. It just re-echoes in my brain. Chineke nnabakwara ekwensu mgbe ahụ. You know, mmadụ eji na egwu egwu, anyị agaghị eji mmadụ egwu egwu. May your night be peaceful, guys. Have a good night. This is one of my sad stories. I'll tell you some more as the spirit leads. Udo Delendabai, Afuom Ife, Ijele, Ekene Munu. Please follow through my page at Ijele Solid. Like, share, comment kindly. Because don't tell me anything like Obi Mbawa Maka Obi Ibawa Puzim Pam Pam. Thank you very much.